Alright guys, I just wanted to share with yous. I picked up these clown blue angelfish about 2 weeks ago. I didn't show them to you guys. I had other things I was doing, but I thought I'd make a video of them. Yeah, it looks like in 2 weeks they got about, I don't know, you can see how big they are here. They're pretty big. Not real big, but like silver dollar size maybe, the body. They look like they grew like a ½ inch or more already. It's incredible. But they got them in the store that I go to usually. And they just looked real healthy, you know. Usually they have fish and they don't look like the fins are down or they're just not like thick looking. They're thin. These guys looked like healthy, so I asked the guy, where'd you get them from? He said a local breeder. So figures I could tell. But they're cool. They're like a silver with, you can see the black lines on them, 2 little lines. And a little bit of black going through the eye and up to the top of the fin. And yeah, when they're in the light a certain way, they look real powdery blue. And like right now, they kind of look silvery looking. They change, it's weird. But ever since I got them, they're eating real good. They stay in this corner for some reason after they're done eating, right by the intake over there. Don't know why, they just like it. But this is the tank I got them in where the snail problem was. I used copper in it for 2 weeks. And I could tell you, when I used to do a vacuum in this tank, I used to go, oh my god, there was like hundreds of snails on every time you pushed it into the gravel, and they wouldn't come out. I guess because they were live snails. Now you do it and they're all empty shells and a lot of them come out, but I haven't seen one snail in the tank, which is real good. I don't dislike snails, but I just don't like when they get in the filter. And then in this other tank where I got these other koi angelfish, I noticed a couple snails, so I must have somehow got them in here. That's ridiculous. It drives me nuts. You know, I had the big goldfish in this tank and I moved them to the other 125, so I'm guessing probably the other 125 is going to have them too. You know, there's not a lot in here, but just to see, you know, I probably got about maybe 5 or 6 of them out that climbed up on the glass. But it's just amazing how easy you could spread them from tank to tank just from using, I do use the same equipment, the hose and the vacuum when I do all the tanks, but after I'm done doing one tank, I'll run like 125-degree water through it. And anything that's in there you think would die, but I guess not. But who knows? It could have been I had some fish in the tank that had them, the goldfish, and I put them in this tank, so they could probably, when the fish eat them, I don't know, poop them out, eggs, the live snails, who the heck knows, and they go from tank to tank. So I'm obviously not going to put copper in this tank with the little angelfish, so they're in there for good. Maybe I'll get some loaches. The only reason why I didn't get loaches in the first place, because every time you buy a fish, they always have something, then all your fish get sick, so I kind of put that off. But maybe I could quarantine a couple of them, we'll see. But back to these guys. And they're still staying there. It's funny, when they eat, they stay here. It's weird. I hope you could see them. I'm on an angle. You can see the reflection off the glass, like it looks more blue looking. And that's how they look sometimes, like powdery blue. I don't know, they're called Blue Clown Angels. But if you search on YouTube or on the internet, very few people have them. They have the blue ghost angels, and these are obviously not ghosts because they're dark markings. And I know they have the other ones like Jack and Dan, the blue avatar ones. They look similar. I think his have longer stripes on them towards the back. At least that's what most people's look like. I think maybe they're all the same fish and they're just calling them different. I don't know. But Blue Clown is kind of rare when you look on the internet, so who knows. But they do look nice. As soon as I saw them, I was like, wow, nice dark contrasting like black spots near the end with a blue hue on them. They just look nice, so I got a pair of them. And they're eating real good too. It's amazing. I can give them anything and they're eating it. Whereas these guys that I just got, well, they're not here now. Oh, here's one. They're smaller, like smaller than a dime, their body. Man, are they picky. I'm giving them everything the seller told me. He said they'll eat anything crushed real fine. Well, I'm doing that and they're still picky. I put omega-1 in there. Picky. Spitting it out. What else? North Fin Veggie, spit it out. Cobalt, Spirulina Flake, spit it out. And what's the other one? Omega-1 I'm giving them, spit it out. So then he says he feeds them baby brine shrimp, so I get some frozen ones. They're so small, look like they have no interest in them. And they spit them out too, but I did notice they kind of are starting to eat the omega-1 crushed pellet, so that's a good sign. So hopefully they'll get better. I guess because they're new to the tank too. They've only been in a couple days, so they're kind of insecure. But they are small, that's the problem. Whereas when I got these guys, they were like a ½ inch smaller, so they were still pretty big. And they just started eating right away. They'll eat like, I can feed them right now. If I go to the top, they'll come to the top knowing that there's food. But I just don't know why they stay there like that. It's crazy. Yeah, these guys are eating. In the morning, I give them omega-1, the mini pellets, the super color enhancers. And the guy at the store said to give them the Cobalt flake food. It's got a lot of spirulina, and he said that'll bring out the blue coloration. But honestly, I think my North Fin has a lot of spirulina in it too, so maybe I'll get them on that too. I don't know how blue they could look. I always thought when they say blue angels, they kind of look silver with a little hue of blue. They ain't like blue like powder blue like how the discus are. That to me is blue. This is like there's a little hint of blue, but they're still nice. I wish I had the side of the tank, the panel on the side open. I have like a painted blue cardboard like taped to the side. That I had that when I had piranhas in the tank, so they wouldn't hit the sides. Because right now I'd be able to go on the side and get a good view of them for you guys, but unfortunately they're not turning. They ain't even focusing on them really. They're not turning sideways so you can see them, so that's the best I could do. The reflection's actually better. But anyway guys, I just wanted to share with you rather these new fish. I think they're beauties. Now I'm getting into angelfish, but I still have all my goldfish, so look at those beauties. Later guys.